Hi and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm really excited to be sharing with you a step-by-step guide to how to do your own gel polish manicures at home to enable you to save lots of money from not having to go to the salon. And I'll also be showing you how to keep them in tip-top healthy condition. First step is to grab yourself a decent nail file and shape them to your desired shape. And then grab a cuticle pusher similar to this one and gently push back your cuticles. Be quite gentle with this. So push the cuticles back and then just try and get rid of as much of the dry, stuck on cuticle as you can from your nail plate. And then take some cuticle nippers. You can just get them from Boots or any chemist, just to kind of nip off any dry bits of cuticle. And then grab yourself a lint-free wipe. Hopefully you should get some in your kit. And then take the nail prep cleanser that comes with your kit and give them a good old wipe and scrub to remove any grease from your nails. So grab your base coat and you want to apply it, this is my first tip, just to the ends of your nails before doing a full layer of base coat. I just find this helps the longevity of your gel polish and prevents it peeling or chipping too quickly. And you almost want to kind of scrub it into your nail. Make sure you have, not too much product on the brush, and just really kind of scrub it into your nail. And then you need to cap the free edge, as I will show you now. A lot of people forget this step, but it's really important just to cap the end of your nail, cap that free edge. It's a really important step not to be missed. If you have a slightly shorter nail, just be careful when you're capping it. It's just a little bit more difficult to cap, but don't skip this step. Even if you get some on the skin, do not worry, just remove it with one of your lint-free pads or your finger, just to ensure there's no gel on the skin. And then we're going to pop the hand in the lamp for the recommended time. Once you've cured both hands, we're going to come back in with a full layer of the base coat, but ensure you don't have much on your brush. You don't want to flood your cuticle, so nice, even, thin layer. And don't forget to cap that free edge. So unfortunately, I'm unable to recommend a nail lamp purely because I've never used them myself, so I wouldn't want to recommend something I've never used. Being a professional, I've always used the CND LED lamp. So do your research. They do vary in price, but you can get a lamp for the cost of just one gel manicure service. So it's a great investment if it's something that you're interested in doing. And you could even borrow one from a friend if you have a friend or somebody you know, a family member, with an LED or UV lamp or kit. Maybe you want to give that a try first if they're willing to lend it to you. But yeah, do your research before buying your lamp. And they've also all got different settings and time settings on, so do follow the recommended guide. So once you've completed the first hand, you pop it in to the lamp to cure, and this will remain sticky right up until the end, so try not to touch your hair or your clothes or anything. Nobody wants a fluffy nail. So on to the next hand, again nice and thin. I got a bit on the skin here, so do remove it before you cure. Again, nice and thin, really thin coats. Do try to avoid getting any on the skin if at all possible. Try and leave a slight margin all around the nail, just the tiniest of gaps just around, just to avoid getting it on your skin. And then we're going to cure that and then get on to the colour. So my sister has chosen this really lovely shade here, like a mauvey purpley colour, really, really pretty. So again, just try not to get too much product on your brush. We want really thin coats, really thin. It will look a bit wishy-washy on the first layer, but don't worry, on the second layer it will be beautifully opaque. So lovely and thin, and again, don't forget to cap the free edge. A great thing about gel is, while you're practicing, is you can play about with it. It's not going to dry like normal polish until you cure it in the lamp. So you can work with this, don't worry, just take your time. You can work with it, but just try and get it as thin as you can and don't flood the cuticle. It's so easy to do that. I remember doing it when I first started. So less is more. Just a tiny amount on your brush to start with. And then just cap that free edge. Makes such a difference and is such an important step. So as you can see, it's nice and thin and even. As I say, take your time, practice makes perfect. You're not going to be, it's not going to be perfect on your first try, but keep practicing and you'll improve every time. So nice and thin, cap that free edge, and if you get any on the skin, just wipe it straight off before popping it into the lamp to cure. I got a bit on the skin here, so just quickly remove it with either your nail or a lint-free pad. Back in the lamp to cure, and then we'll start on the other hand. And again, you want to leave a tiny margin all around the nails. One, so you're not getting it on the skin, and two, so you can then seal each layer with the next layer, if that makes sense. So on to the second layer. Again, not much product on the brush, just nice thin coats. Another little tip is always shake the bottles before you use them, just to make sure it's thoroughly mixed, all the pigments are mixed before you start. And also try to keep the polishes away from the LED lamp as much as you can, although usually they are protective bottles, but it's still best to ensure they're not kept too close to the light. And then once you're finished with the colour, we're going to cure it again in the lamp before applying top coat. So it's all looking lovely and glossy. Some people do tell you to remove the shine before doing a gel manicure, or to buff the nails before. I'm all about the health of the nail, so I don't do this, and C&D don't recommend doing this as a step. But if you do find it's not lasting the 2 weeks, you can try and buff your nails slightly just to remove the shine before starting your gel manicure, and that can help it last longer. But if you can get away with not buffing your nail, then it's all good. So on to top coat, again, give it a good old shake before using the product. I've just done this off camera just to ensure it's thoroughly mixed. And then you hardly want any on the brush, just a tiny amount on the brush to get a nice thin layer. And again, try to avoid the cuticle if you can. A nice thin layer all over the nail. And don't forget to cap the free edge. So hopefully you can see this okay. Just try and get full coverage and a really thin coat. Look how glossy and shiny that looks, absolutely beautiful. Then cap the free edge. And hopefully it will last 2 weeks, if not longer. It all depends on your lifestyle, if you wear gloves for cleaning, if you wear gloves for washing up, obviously, if you look after them, if you wear gloves as much as you possibly can, it will last a whole lot longer. Just try and keep them away from any cleaning chemicals and washing up liquid, and of course don't use them as tools. I lost one of my shellac nails picking at sellotape over Christmas, and opening boxes, things like that is not good. So just be mindful of that. Your nails are jewels and not tools. So once the top coat is all cured in the LED or UV lamp, it's time to remove the sticky layer. So in most cases, this product will be called isopropyl alcohol, but check what you have in your kit and follow the recommended step-by-step guide that you'll receive. So we are just going to get a lint-free pad again, or just a cotton wool pad, to penetrate it with the solution, and then wipe all the nails to remove the sticky layer. This bit can actually be a bit daunting at first, because it's just strange to kind of wipe your nails when they seem wet, isn't it? You think you're going to remove the product, but don't worry, all the layers are cured. This is just taking off that sticky residue from the top of the nail. Nothing's going to move, nothing's going to budge. They're all completely cured and all ready to enjoy. We just need to pop some cuticle oil on. This is, if not the most important, one of the most important things as part of your aftercare, to keep your nails in lovely condition, to keep them nourished, to keep them hydrated. And it contains lovely ingredients, normally things like vitamin E, jojoba oil, almond oil, and it will just keep them all lovely, as I say, hydrated, healthy. And it's good to use this twice a day, in the morning to help protect them, because it's an oil. It will help protect them when you wash your hands, if you do happen to just wash something up quickly without gloves on. And at night time, overnight, it will just work its magic. It will all sink in and nourish your nails and hydrate them overnight. So this is a really important step to do twice a day to keep them all lovely and healthy. So I really hope this has provided some value to you, it's been beneficial. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also share the video with a friend. Bye.